Okay, boys and girls, this is going to be a long video. Now, I put this on the Knucklehead group because a lot of people don't know what the real ones are. This is a real one. It's for sale on eBay, or was. And it spawned a conversation. So we're going to have some discovery about this Fender tip, or Fender tips in general, and chrome packages. Because obviously nobody paid attention to my chrome letter video I put up a couple years ago. So that's that. Now, Greg Lou says made after 44, believe. And I says, what makes you think that, Greg Lou? And Robbie Knight says introduced in 42, used as a new part of the Deluxe package, chrome plated brass, also sold over the counter, one of the most popular accessories in HD history. Robbie says, during all war years, copper was a premium, copper pennies, copper being a large component of brass, were made out of steel beginning in late 42, well, they were dated 43, so my knowledge with no proof tonight to back it up, they didn't begin to make brass until probably 45. It was a war effort to preserve brass for ordnance. You couldn't buy ammo other than shotgun shells either. So I says, want to explain this, Greg Lou? My M42 M70, my 42 M75 Linkert has so much copper in it, it's red. If you're going to take a look at that right now, because then it's going to start getting interesting. Well, this is important because we're discussing pre-war chrome packages, and we're discussing wartime era shortages, which are impacting chrome packages. Now, everybody's got a little bit of knowledge. Greg just threw some knowledge down on the copper pennies. Well, I knew, but how many of you young kids out there knew that they didn't make copper pennies during World War II? You know? That was way before my time. How about before your time? So, whatever makes brass bronzy looking, they were leaving stuff out, obviously. Why not have a red looking carburetor on a 42? There's a lot more copper in it, but they needed that brass element for the shells, for the cartridges. This is still civilian. We hadn't gone to war yet, but they're leaving stuff out on the chrome packages. Chrome package bike, black handlebars, chrome package bike, no eagle tips. Okay, numbers start with 1001. This number bike here is 1457. It's still fairly early in the year. Production started September 1st and didn't end until March sometime when they brought the war board, and maybe it was February, somewhere in there. I didn't bother to look it up, but you can. It's right on Wikipedia, look it up. And they made more of these than we think, because we just found out the Legend Begins book is incorrect. We're going to make another video on that here momentarily. So we don't know for sure how many they made. No one knows, no one will ever know, because Harley Davidson, in their brilliance, everybody steal all the information that actually wrote this stuff down out of the back room in the AMF days. So we'll never know how many knuckleheads were made. We know for a fact the Legend Begins is incorrect. Okay? Now this bike here, this 38, had a chrome package. So late 38 has a chrome package. I've got a 38 order blank. We're going to take a look at it. This is part of the chrome package in 1938. It's also part of the chrome package in 1939. I believe the early 38 did not offer this as a chrome package. I do not know for a fact. I think so. At any rate, this is a late 38, and yes, it absolutely was, and it's right on the Harley Davidson order form. The order forms magically don't have a date of print because nobody cared. We don't know what 70 years in the future is going to be on planet Earth. Will there even be a Florida in 70 years from now? We don't know this. And when they made these bikes 70 years ago, they weren't thinking in 2017 what people are going to be freaking out and paying money for, and what this is. What it was not even a concept. They'd have laughed at you. Not even a concept. Not at all. So This one was a chrome package. It had chrome handlebars, had chrome crash bars, had the nickel carburetor. All the chrome was fluffed off the way it was kept, but the paint was beautiful. So we're re-putting the chrome package back on as best as I'm able to. So it is a process. So let's get back to why I'm making this video. Obviously, some people are not paying attention. Why would I bother doing this? I'm trying to share the knowledge. Because I could die tomorrow. I could die tomorrow. Knowledge is all up in my head. What happens if I die tomorrow? All my knowledge dies with me. So I'm doing this for you guys, for posterity. Because one day I'm going to die. Hopefully you'll have a magic pill and I won't die. Who knows? But until then, the knowledge is in my head. And then Greg, who says, Robbie Knight might have an enthusiast to back up his claim. I have nothing. And Robbie says, lots of Deluxe bits HDUs were stamped brass chrome plated, such as horn covers, headlight buckets, Fender emblems. 42 production was in full swing by fall of 41, and 42 models were most heavily chromed, pre-war Nux. So we were not at war yet at war, and materials were still available to the manufacturers. However, in February of 42, following declaration of war in December, following Pearl Harbor, our civilian production was shut down. No more bling. And I says, close but not quite, Robbie Knight. I'll post factory documents tomorrow. And I tag him. I says, Robbie Knight, Grey Glue, paint, color, and graphic paint jobs as per sketch started being offered in 26. Paint was from DuPont, enamel or lacquer, any color you want. If this was not good enough, HD would use customers' applied paint. I have the Harley that are shown in red here in this video. That's the one we're going to watch in a minute. In this specific video with this invoice here. And then in 26, what we consider a chrome package was introduced, except at this time it was nickel. Chrome was introduced in late 28 for the 29 model year. Nickel for many years, probably until the start of the war, is one of the standard. Other platings offered including copper and cadmium. This 1935 letter from Harley Davidson shows the standard chrome package was offered through the 40 model year. Starting in 41, the muffler was no longer offered in chrome, and starting for the 42 model year, the handlebars were no longer offered in chrome. This 42 would have less chrome than other pre-war chrome packages. So, then he says, Eddie Ryan was notorious for ordering his machines with cadmium rims instead of chrome or painted. All his invoices have this on them. George was gracious enough to allow me to view them, but did not let me purchase them. Eddie was at San Pedro, California Harley Davidson dealership where he started in, if I recall correctly, 28. Bootler put him out with HD around 1956-ish or so, and HD took his dealership. Then Jack Scott says, my dad had that for a tat on his wrist, that every time he owned a bracelet, some hot chick would talk him out of it, so he got the Harley Eagle tat. Robbie Knight says, 1942 order form. Very nice of him to post that, because I don't have one. I printed it out. We're going to take a look. So, and he's making his comments on that. He says, Robbie, yes, this is a pre-printed order form. What you got are not the same thing. My 42F1457, fairly early in production. Your production has the chrome package and black handlebars. I'll see when they got the invoice video why this is mentioned. And compared to 41, the biggest difference in the group is the new Eagle fender tip, making the 40 having more chrome than 41. So the Eagle tip and 7-inch air clear came out in 40. They were just not on the order form. Where exactly were you seeing the Eagle tip mentioned? I didn't see it, Robbie Knight. We found it. So here's the 42F with history video. The fender tip is first mentioned 42 order form, and also carries a -42 part number. Hard for that to be on a 40. So we're going to discuss that in a minute. So pay attention. Pay attention. This is really important for those who want to know this stuff. So, I says, people assume a part number means first date of production. That isn't always true for Harley Davidson. Robbie Knight, if you're bothered to watch this video, spells out what Deluxe Chrome package is and the price for $35. This includes a chrome exhaust, which is awful through at least some part of 40, making the 40 Deluxe Chrome package with the new chevron tips. Though these are stainless, they are shiny. The most chromey package offered is a standard package. And he says, Robbie Knight, here's selectable pictures of Ed Waney's special order 40 police knuckle. Okay, we're going to go talk about that in a minute. And both 41 and 42 chrome packages have the squash bird, in case anyone is wondering. Watch this video, Robbie. Here's the invoice. And Robbie's laughing. Keep going, it's quite funny. It's like, obviously, he's not watching the video. But he's posting up documentation. That's good. He's shared some documentation in the 45 group. Very beautiful. And he says, you have yet to show any proof of your claims. A 35 letter means squat by 40s. Really, Robbie? Okay. Well, obviously you were there and built these bikes. So, arguing with your HD's own document is just what you're doing. Interesting new planning running for office. I said I'll flip it around on you, Robbie. Prove that it does not. So, let's see. Where is the other one? Here we go. Now, this is the other one. I printed this out. We're going to read it. And I put this up. It says pre-40s chrome package on YouTube for everybody. And so, Robbie, I just want to make sure you saw this. This is only a small bit of my documentation. Where's yours? Thomas Fisk says, the 1940 models ordered by the Maine State Police had more chrome on them than other years. Don't know why, but they did. Wheels, stacks on the exhaust, etc. They also painted the way they asked. The tank badge, painting State Police on the tank. It says, there's a lot of pride in being a cop. Looking your best. My 40 Police is a great example. And Robbie Knight says, Fender tip part number, which coincidentally goes along with the first mention in a package of 42, from a Harley Davidson accessories book, July of 45. Well, July of 45 is almost 1946. You understand? What I'm saying is 46 production, although it was held back because of supply materials, it should have started in September. So this is the tail end of 45, this Harley accessory book. Okay, and here's the 42 season order blank. And it says, yes, many times HD neglected to give parts numbers pre-war for some reason. They rated the entire parts number system in late 51. Only then did they give a part number to the FLTT knucklehead tank in 1951. Why? We need a time machine. Why would they do that? They did this with a lot of stuff. You notice on your parts book it says out of duration regarding the tip. The very early 42s at OP. He still hasn't answered me. No pictures. By the time my 42 was made, 1457, still very early in the year, no more tips. What does that have to do with pre-42 chrome packages? Most of the 40 production don't have that much chrome anymore. We're no longer offering it due to lower effort. I have that in invoices, which we're going to go over here in a minute. Another writing from HD42. I'll make a combination video that and post later. And he says, I have no idea we got any of this had to do with pre-42 packages, but you like to hear yourself talk, so keep on going. Right? 42 FL is 1157. Well, that's 157 off the line, very early. Where's the photos? Is it original paint? Your statement that 42 is the heaviest coming out of the pre-war bikes, and your statement of the HD chrome package letter had nothing to do with pre-war packages. Did you forget? Is your 42 original paint? Pictures, please. Silence. So, people watch this and read this. And what I talk about is starting to carry a lot of weight with some people. So, that doesn't mean I can't be wrong, and if I am wrong on something, I post another video and go, look, we found out more information, this or that or whatever. So, we have here his 42 season order blank, and let's get this under light. I printed it out, and we have here, this is the 42 season order blank, Deluxe Solo Group, top fender ornament. Okay, and chrome fender tips. There it is. Chrome fender tips. Chrome fender tips. Now he's assuming, and so am I, that they're referring to the eagle tips. And here is the accessory book. Harley Davidson accessories. Used with the 41 accessory catalog. July 1st, 1945. This is a deluxe price book that he got it out of. And here is the page, chrome fender tip. Okay, from Fender tip set. And for some reason, in his, this is all, and this is accessory price list. Maybe that's why. It's right by the tires. Okay. So this is just an accessory price list. Let's take a look over here. Now remember, Harley Davidson absolutely guarantee you on all their parts to not have part numbers on every freaking thing until that revision in 51. So let's take a look at some more documentation. We have here, this one is June 1st, 1945. His is July, a month later. And in the June 1st book, we have, very important, okay, in ordering mud guards, fenders, various colors, the use of this chart is very necessary. By using this chart, you will receive the correct color you want and will also make it easier for us to fill your order more accurately and quicker. When ordering a color, kindly use the number shown. For example, in ordering a front mud guard 370-36-1941 flight red, indicate on your order the following: 3703-36 front mud guard number 44. Here's the color combination of mud guards: 36 colors, 37 colors, etc., etc. Only the above color combinations are considered standard. There is an additional charge for any variation of the above colors or for any color not listed. Special color combinations cannot always be supplied. This is 1945. Pre-war, they're going to supply you that color. For any color not listed. All the standard colors. Special color combination. Do you understand? Special order, special order, special order. Okay, now we have all the mud guards here. Set of mud guard top strips, chevron. Complete mud guard side strips, complete. Set of mud guard side strips, set of mud guard side strips, top strips. It's dash 39 color. Dash 39 part number. That's why everybody thought they came out in 39. Except it's on the 38 order form. It's on the 38 order form. We're going to show you. Set of front guard top strips, chevron. Set of rear mud guard top strips. Set of rear mud guard top strips. 40. Front mud guard brace. Okay. This here would be, it's got everything except fender tips. They're not there. They're not even there. They're not even there. Why are they not there? Because they don't have a part number yet. They didn't have a part number to this book a month later. Now this is almost 1946, so 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So 5 years later, from 42, when it was first offered in literature, it actually came out in 40, which is 7 years later, maybe 8 years later, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So 7 years later, bingo, 7 years later, they finally give it a part number. This was endemic in early Harley Davidson. We did this a lot. It's not there. It's not in this spare parts catalog. It's in that one a month later. Now, so I'm actually grateful that Robbie posted that, because I didn't have that. I don't have it all. I've got a lot of it, but nobody, well, I'd hate to use the word nobody. Somebody's always going to prove your dumbass wrong. Shall we say, whoever's got all of it, they're keeping their mouth shut. Okay, this is the 38 order blank, 38 season order blank. And we have a Deluxe solo group. It includes standard solo group is above, which is front safety guard, steering dampener, stop light, trip odometer, fender light, jiffy stand, which means you can get it all without that because it was an extra $16.70 to get it. Deluxe solo group was $49.75. 4-ply tires, ride control, color shift knob, air cleaner, deluxe saddlebags, and chrome plate special. Chrome plate special. Chrome headlight, handlebars, instrument panel, wheel rings, parking lots, fender strips, and license plate frame. Fender strips, fender strips. Whoa! Didn't even have a part number till the next year. But you could get it. Didn't have a part number, but you could get it. Okay, 39 season order blank. Take a look. Deluxe solo group. Includes standard solo group as above. Ride control, color shift knob, air cleaner, deluxe saddlebags, deluxe saddle, chrome plate special, chrome headlight, handlebars, instrument panel, chrome taillight cover, chrome relay cover, chrome exhaust pipe covers, license plate frame, and stainless steel top fender strips. Okay, same strips. Same strips. Now it's got a part number. 1940 season order blank. Deluxe solo group includes front safety guard, steering dampener, jiffy stand, air cleaner, ride control, trip odometer, fender light, deluxe saddle bags, deluxe saddle, colored shift ball, 4-ply tires, chrome group, rims, handlebars, headlamp, instrument panel, relay cover, exhaust pipe covers, license plate frame, fender top decorations. Well, fender top decorations. Now, it is my and everybody else's understanding that the standard fender top decorations are the chevron. Okay? The chevron. This is a cop bike. This is a special order cop bike. Cops are giving preferential treatment. Preferential. They got a $100 discount, and they wanted those police out there riding Harley Davidsons. Yes, they did. This man, this is 1845. It's an early 40. He was able to get it with a 7-inch air cleaner. Wasn't off on the books until 41. It's got a 1-year only longer brass manifold. Custom Egyptian ivory, wild factory striping. Look at this all around with that fender tip with factory striping all around it. Okay, that's when that tip came out too, in 40. That's when that air cleaner came out, in 40. It's not in the book, but that's when it came out. He ordered a, not made after 1939, really, toolbox with the earlier toolbox bracket on his frame. They made it just for him. It's bolted right here. It's not riveted. Okay, it's got 2 bolts. We got the 40 chrome package, the standard chrome package. This is the standard one. The chevron here. Okay, the chevron. And as we've gone over, this guy, he went part by part by part and said, no, 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 I want nickel, 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 nickel. Right? But for whatever reason, he didn't know about or didn't want the eagle tips. Don't know. So he got those Comiskey badges for Nation Built or somebody like that. A little bit different both, so exactly whose they are. There's a lot of different aftermarket companies. Couldn't tell you. And it might have been put on stock. Why? Look how clean that cut is. Harley worked with all kinds of companies. They wanted the business. Yes, they did. So let's go back and look at the chrome package. Now Robbie, I don't know him. Don't know. He's got a lot of knowledge. I assume he's a nice guy because he's posted some of his knowledge. Anybody's willing to share some of the knowledge can be so at least a fairly nice guy, because most guys keep their mouth shut and yuck it up when you buy something stupid. So This isn't trying to embarrass Robbie. Don't take it like that. I hope he doesn't. Let's find out the truth. This is a 41 season order blank. This includes front safety guard, steering dampener, ride control, jiffy stand, trip odometer, fender light, colored shift bar, air cleaner, deluxe saddlebags, deluxe saddle, chrome saddlebag, plates, set of jewels for above, 5/16 tires are now standard in the Deluxe Solo group because that's an option in 40. Chrome group rims, handlebars, headlamp, instrument panel, stoplight housing, relay cover, exhaust pipe covers, license plate frame, and top fender ornament. Now, I don't have a 41 chrome plate special. I do have a 42 chrome plate special. Okay, so let's go back over there, take a look at that bike. We've got chrome crash bars. Okay, got the fender light, got the top fender ornament. That's a squash bird. That's 41, 42 style. Got the chrome dash, chrome tail light. It's all the stuff that came off the bike right here. Right. It's got the Deluxe buddy seat right there. The bags are long gone. There she is. Right. We've got black handlebars. What's up with that? What's up with the black handlebars on a chrome plate special? Let's go find out. Now remember, this is 1457. Robbie's was 1152 or 57, whatever he said it was. And again, he hasn't answered me, is it original paint? It's not original paint. You've lost the history. Plain, simple, period, end of story. The history of what it was is gone. That's why these original paint bikes are so important. And what we know, people are starting to appreciate that. For years, they were looked down on. So let's find out. Let's find out. We have, let me put this up on the mount here, and we're going to pull out some other documentation. And that letter, the chrome letter, the original chrome letter, I had to borrow that from George Hood. It's not mine. I didn't realize I'd be remaking my videos 2 years later. People still arguing with me. So I did not make a copy of this. We have to make a video of the video. But we have here, oops, this is, I have to get in front of this, you can see it. See that number right there? That is motor number 1563. And it says in writing, black bar, mechanic guard, I assume that's the crash bars, black tail light cover, Deluxe group less, fender tips, and parking lights. Okay. Now this bike here is just a little bit past mine. This is 1563, mine's 1457. So just over 100. This is my earliest 42 invoice. And right here is what it says. You read that? I'll read it to you. Right there it says, Squeeze-True with welded crossbars, available in black only. Due to restrictions on the use of chrome, nickel, and copper, an increasing number of parts and accessories furnished on new motorcycles will be finished black from now on. Chrome fender tips will not be available on new motorcycles. Alright. This was entered October 8th of 1941. Production starts September 1st. So we can assume, seeing mine, I got black bars but a chrome taillight. They had restricted it even more after my bike, 100 and some later, and this came out. So they were restricting it more and more and more, as you're going to see. Let me put this one down, it's very fragile. Let's get out some more documentation. This is 42EL 1913. It's right there. Okay. Date entered was 11/13/41. Okay. Deluxe solo, deluxe buddy seat. Doesn't have the restricted part of it or any mention. It's a little higher. Now let's take a look at another one. Okay, we have a higher number one here. This is 42EL 1267. Okay, and this one was shipped September 30th, 1941. So this is a real early one. I take that back. I have an earlier invoice. This one I don't have the order of acceptance like the other one. But now we know what this black safety guard and handlebars means. This is 1267, 267 in. Not available. And most importantly, it says less fender tips. Not available. So my assumption is, by the time that much later one was made, everybody knew. Everybody knew. This is September 30th. Right away, chrome's not available, fender tips are not available. Might have been on the order form, but only maybe some of the very earliest of the early got it. Maybe. No, I didn't dig it out. But in one of my invoices, if I get an argument, we can certainly dig it out and make another video. No problem. One of my invoices in 1941 specifically states chrome muffler no longer available, which implies prior to 1941 the chrome muffler was available, and it's right there on the chrome order letter. Robbie was all, what is a chrome letter from 35 have anything to do with 40s? Well, everything, pal. It didn't change hardly at all. And this one, chrome plate special to the cop, guess what? It's got chrome exhaust from the factory, because it does. And this one, chrome plate special from the factory, has chrome primary and rear chain guard. 40 optional rims, $375. Lots of nickel. Lots of nickel. That's a chrome primary, but guess what? The derby is nickel. It's a nickel derby. Whoops. It's a nickel rear chain guard. Special order, special order, special order. Let's go take a look at the special orders. This is what the standard packages. The fact that they had to outline what the standard packages were means that they had way more chrome available. You just got to pay the money. I can always whip out my 36 enthusiasts and show you. No problem. I can always make another video. We have more documentation. Do I really need to make a 2 or 3 hour video to get my point across? So, let's play this.
There's going to be a link to this little letter at the bottom. This is January 3rd, 1935. This came from Eddie Ryan's dealership in San Pedro. Here's our figures of suggested delivery prices. Okay? These are following prices on motors only, just the motors. Following is an average, specific those prices for trade-in and resale. And special chrome plating job listed at $13.50 includes the following: valve covers, intake pipe nuts, oiler cover, the seat bar, so your CT was a standard special chrome plating job, your muffler assembly, the exhaust pipes, the generator end cover, and handlebar. Now remember, Mr. Chris Haynes, on that beautiful 40 in the background, said that they didn't chrome the exhaust. That's a reproduction. Well, here's Harley Davidson's letterhead, 1935, says, yeah, we did, buddy. It's right there. You understand? It's right there. So, Mr. Chris Haynes, I guess you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, pal. Prices on extra chrome plating follows: tire rims, spokes, and nipples, each, or for a whole set. So in other words, if you want one chrome spoke and nipple on your bike and the rest CAD, you got it. Whatever you want, we will do it. Your hubs, rear chain guard, front chain guard, brake shells, either front or rear, and your brake side covers. I can have the entire ass end and front end of my bike chrome. You put it on the special order, you got it. You want this chrome, you want that chrome, you want the entire freaking thing chrome with a custom paint job, you write it on your special order and you got it. That's how it was. It's the Great Depression. We want to sell you a motorcycle. We're in business to make money and sell machines. It's right there in Harley Davidson's own literature. Read them and weep. Show me your documents where it says it didn't do it. This is from Eddie Ryan's collection. So I guess the boys who say they know don't really know what they say they know. There it is.
There it is.
Show me your